Hey guys, it's me again. Someone asked me about if you have insecurities and how best to deal with them, or how I would deal with them. I think with my eating disorder video, whoever managed to see it before I made it private, it's private forever. With that video, I sort of highlighted my insecurities, and they were my weight at the time. But then they developed into something more, because then I realised, wait, hold on, I did lose weight, but I was more insecure than ever. And it made me realise that what I was most insecure about, does that make sense? The thing that I was most insecure about was actually my hijab. And as sad as it may sound, and as sad as it may seem, I felt a bit less with my hijab on. And because of that, I always strive to try and be extra and just a bit better, just so I would be equal with my non-hijabi counterpart, kind of thing. And that in itself has made me insecure. I'm not going to lie, there have been there have been times where I've considered taking off the hijab. And alhamdulillah, shukr, I think about it, and I continue to think about it. I think about it, and I really quite serious thought about it, and something just comes back to me and just reminds me I would not want to remove this for the world. I really, really would not. It's something that I know if I took it off for a day, I would feel so guilty. I'd feel so bad. I'd feel naked. So, it's whenever I get that sort of feeling, it just sort of reminds me that the insecurities I'm facing on a day-to-day basis because of it, that's not just me sort of subconsciously telling myself that I want to take it off. It's not. It's just how I feel about it. Because, let's not lie, we're removing a good part of our beauty, i.e. the hair. So when walking in the street, we're I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, there have been days where I want to take it off, and it's that feeling that I get when I say no, and no way I'll never do it, at the end of my thought, that sort of reminds me that this is actually something that I chose to do at the end of the day. No one told me to put my scarf on. I wore it extra early. When I chose to wear it, I was 8 years old. That's not even the days that you should be wearing it. If I had a daughter, I would try not let her wear a hijab at 8 years old. I would try and make it 12, 13, even 14. And lots of people might not agree with that, but that's just how I feel. So it was something that I chose to do at the end of the day, and I know that there was a reason that I chose to do it. And I guess that's just one of my insecurities. And I guess the way that I deal with my insecurities is, I didn't really know how to deal with them before, because obviously if you know how to deal with your insecurities, then there wouldn't be insecurities anymore. But I guess making videos for me was a way of dealing with my insecurities. When you have an insecurity, obviously there's not something that's hideously wrong, you are actually committing wrong, or you really shouldn't have that insecurity or something like that, something that, you feel insecure about yourself, then the best thing to do is just try and convince yourself that, even if you're not convinced, but just put it out there and let people see it, because chances are, I sound like I'm talking about some sort of deformity or growth. Just put it out there, let people see it. No, but for me, putting myself on video, this is an example that I know, putting myself on video with my hijab on, talking, and being the way that I am, because a lot of hijabis might not, agree with the way that I am. In fact, not might. A lot of hijabis don't agree with the way I am, as we can tell by a lot of the comments on my videos. But just putting myself out there, I got the reaction that I thought I would be getting, and that is, oh, what kind of a Muslim are you, or blah 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 blah. But I've got so many other reactions that made me feel you know what, it wasn't that bad. What I thought in my head, what I fabricated in my head, that hijab, it really isn't the case. There are so many people like you, and I guess when you let people know about your insecurity, or you feel a bit sort of vulnerable at the time, but later on it does make you stronger. and I can say for a fact this whole experience, joining Hijabi's Got Swag, making videos, public videos, it really has, played a huge part in making me a lot more confident. Not confident like loud and extrovert and, but confident in myself kind of thing. Like, I don't feel so, like, I'm the kind of person that if, like a waiter came, or, a waiter, well, actually, it's not like that, because it happens to me sometimes. I guess when I feel overconfident, I don't do that. But say I went and ordered food at a restaurant, and it took, like, half an hour to come, and it was, say, like, a restaurant that I'd been to before and I like it, I wouldn't say anything. If someone, like, I'm the kind of person that if someone steps on my toes, I would not say anything. I don't know. I would not say anything, and I'm not in class, here's a better example. In university, in class, I would never ever answer in class, and the reason being was I was scared that I'd say an answer and I'd look stupid, and it was wrong, like, it'd be wrong and I'd look stupid. So I just stayed quiet, whereas I saw all these people, like, obviously you don't realise that now, you don't realise that then, you realise that now, when you look back and you realise the mistakes that you made. But I realised that all these people that, I used to think, oh my god, you look so stupid, right? Like, shut up. That isn't the answer, clearly. Those people that were sat there just throwing answers about, no matter how stupid they were, they're the ones that end up getting corrected and bettering, the answers that they ended up giving, and probably making them, really successful in their life and stuff like that. So it definitely has, like, putting my insecurity out there. Not, like, yeah, it's insecurity for me, but not letting people know that it's insecurity for me. Like, obviously, if someone thought, like, oh, she's that self-conscious of her hijab, or what she looks like in front of people, etc., then she wouldn't make videos. So not letting people know about that insecurity and pretending it's normal, it would make you feel that it actually is normal by the reaction that you get. Because when you get the reaction that you're not expecting, or you will get the reaction that you probably are expecting from certain mofos, but you know what, the majority of people will leave you a reaction that you're not expecting, that will make you think, actually, no, it's not that bad. I don't know what else to say on that. But yeah, like, this whole experience has definitely made me a lot more able to open my mouth and say something. And ask for things that I'm allowed to ask for. It's really weird. Like, I wouldn't ask for things that are my right kind of thing. Why, if someone's giving something away for free, I would not ask for it, because, like, oh my days, that's embarrassing. Like, I'm like, hijabi's going to think all Muslims are cheap and they want free stuff. Like, it's just really, really funny. But yeah, that's pretty much about insecurity. If I haven't answered 10 people's questions, then just do tell me and I'll stick it in another video.